Hey everyone, I'm Lauren Podell, and I want to know if you have a bin that looks like this in your basement, full of Beanie Babies. And I want to know if this is full of money. I'm taking out some of my favorites from the past, and I'm taking them to the pros to see if these are worth anything all these years later. So I'm heading to Time Warp in St. Clair Shores to find out. Here we are, Time Warp on Harper in St. Clair Shores. Time Warp, I've got Steve Hines. He is my collector expert. And how long have you been doing this, Steve?
Since I was a kid.
Since you were a kid. He doesn't want to date himself, but we've got all my Beanie Babies here on the counter that we're going to be taking a look at. And one thing, let's make it clear. If you've got Beanie Babies, you're probably not going to sell them here. One of the items they don't purchase, item number 1, Beanie Babies. I think he's going to explain why. So I brought in some of the Beanie Babies that I thought were the most rare in my collection, and this company knew that that was something that was going to hook their customer right.
Well, from the beginning, they say that Ty knew exactly what they were doing in making some in abundance and some in lesser amounts to create a certain
frenzy
to collect certain animals over others. And in doing so, they drove the prices up at the time. Since 1998, prices have dropped dramatically on Beanie Babies, as well as desirability.
All right, so let's start with this one right here, Princess Diana.
There are a lot of people that think this is one of the rarest and most valuable bears.
I do.
It probably is one of the rarest and most valuable, but it does not go for the $400,000 or the $21 million that people necessarily think. There's a lot of variations of the bear. There's a lot of things that make it worth money over another. But the bottom line is, from what I've researched on them, people that deal in these say that no one princess bear should be worth more than about $130 tops on the site.
All right, so what are you doing here? You're checking to see how much mine is.
Well, what I'm going to do is try to decipher based on the hang tag and what they call the tush tag.
Okay.
Exactly when this one was made in the production of this bear. The first ones made in '97 were in short supply because they were trying to get them out into the marketplace, but they had to wait to get the authorization from the Princess Diana Fund.
When's this one made? Does it say?
I have to take it apart and try to figure out based on the printing on the tags and anything that's missing or added to the tags as to when it was made and what its value is. Based on what it says here, this one does have the hang tag that doesn't have the space between the bottom 4 lines on the right-hand side.
So what does that mean for its worth?
That means it is one of the rarer ones. But there's other variables that will go into it to determine exactly how rare.
And it's not just the condition of the Beanie Baby, but the actual stuffing inside, what
pellets.
It's filled with. So tell people what letters they should be looking for on the back of this tush tag.
Well, there's two camps that believe that the PVC pellets were the first ones to be used in the Princess Diana Beanie Baby bears. There's others that believe the PE pellets were the first used.
And that's what mine says, PE.
And they all claim to know that theirs, whether it be PVC or PE, was the first in the first edition.
And that makes a difference on its worth.
That does make a difference in desirability. A lot of people want to have all versions. This tag is one of the first tags printed for the Princess Diana bear, but it doesn't necessarily mean for certain that the bear is the first one. So now we have to try to decipher whether the hang tag, the tush tag, and the bear are all indeed first editions.
Just tell me if it's 21 million. One of the reasons I even focused on this topic was this article right here from the Daily Mail. A rare vintage Diana beanie being sold on eBay for $100,000. Drum roll, please. Steve has my final worth. So here's the result. My Princess Di Bear was made in China. It did not have a space in the tie tag, which made it rare, but the pellets inside are PE and not the early known PVC. So Steve, my final grand total of its worth?
Approximately $16.
See that right there? $16. That's no 21 mil. So Steve, let's do a quick fire round. People have these Beanie Babies still. They can't sell them. They can't get rid of them. They've got them in a bin. I mean, what should we do with them? What's your advice?
Well, lots of things come around a second time and have value later on, but these are kind of a slow one. If you buy them in bulk on eBay, they're averaging anywhere from probably 50 cents to $2 on lots of 20, 30, 50, 100. So, you know, if people just enjoy them and like them, then use them, play with them, give them to the kids, give them to the grandkids, let them enjoy the life they should have had in the first place.
But they're not going to line your pocketbook.
No, they're not. But do bear in mind that with use and play, if the tags are creased or missing, the value is completely gone on these.
So the moral of our Beanie Baby tale today is that these guys that you bought 10, 12 years ago, they're worth a whole lot less now than when you actually bought them, right, Steve?
Yeah, probably not even worth a cup of coffee.
So Pinky, Peace Bear, Flea Slam, back in the bin you go. Thanks for watching, guys.